What is going on, friends and fam? We're here again, Friday night, day 1061 in a row, Renaissance Man Show. We're gonna get into it just like we do every single night. So grab that popcorn, hit the notifications, and I'll see you in a minute. Share the hell out of it, friends. We're gonna be here all night.
Some night when the world stops hating, we're going to find a way. And I'll keep waiting until we find that day. Yeah, I bet I'll keep saying, I'll keep playing. Oh, until you meet us one day. Yeah. Time to stop the hate. Stop the hate. Let's stop the hate, hey, yeah. It might be late, but let's stop the hate.
We got another Magoo situation going on. It's Mark Pires. And it's Renaissance Man. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pires Renaissance Man. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 1061 of the Renaissance Man Show. And we're going to get into it just like we do every single day, fam. So I hope you're ready for the magic and for the madness, because it's about to happen. And as soon as I get this off the screen, there we go. See, we're back. It's just a quickaroo thing. We switch it up and we're ready to roll. We're here again, guys. Friday night, a little late night action. Something to live for always. What's that? Zabrask. Sorry, buddy. I left him in the lurch. He's been sitting here for an hour and 11 minutes. It's 11:11 right now. Make a wish. Joanne got her caribou 11 minutes ago. I usually like to give the delivery situation on the air before we're even live. She's like, Mark, I got my 2 more caribou. I'm like, dang it. I couldn't even spread the good word to the family about you getting 2 more caribou. So how is everybody doing? I trust you had an amazing Thanksgiving. I got to tell you how much fun I had last night on with the family when we did our Zoom call. And I wouldn't be opposed to doing that again like every night for a few minutes. So I'm thinking about doing it later on this evening. We'll see. Because others weren't here. Axe is my brother's here. Rob wasn't able to make it last night, Raven. So we'll see if we, at some point, we may rock out a link and get a Zoom call going again and just see where it goes. Actually, I would like to try that with Axe. So Axe last night we had Little Red was on, and she started playing guitar recently. She's learning how to play the guitar, but she's still working on getting her chords together. And I'm like, I just need someone to jam with and see if it works, the Zoom call. And it would be so cool if Axe and I could figure out how to actually make it work. I've heard there's a delay and you can't, like there's some sort of weird, it's like a lag. So, the way I think is I'll hear it like it sounds like it's right, but in the background, here's the music, and I'm like, it's just like it won't ever add up for the listener, but I'm not sure. We'll have to try that possibly, since now we've gotten the Zoom situation lined up. Guys, we had another release today. This one touches a really, really dangerous subject. The LGBTQ community, but again, I'm here, and when someone requests a song and says, write a song about the LGBT community, we freaking do it! You know what I mean? And we did it. Like, that song is freaking top. That's a top. That's probably, like, here's the thing. I was thinking about this. I would assume if anybody created an anthem for, the LGBT community, it would not be a freaking blues funk tune or like a blues tune that's just like hits you, in the chest as well. But this one has that. So in a good way, it explains, I think, the expression point of being able to do what you want to find your happiness. And we're going to play that in a minute. And I want to play for you a song that's going to be premiering tomorrow at 3 p.m. But right now, we have something by our buddy Matt Zabrosko over here. He's dropping a woohoo for us. Zabrosko, you up for it? Did you have some olive oil? Oh, get it, buddy. I want to hear it. Give it to us. Woohoo! That was it. The woohoo! Off to the races, Zabrosk. You're a good man. You're a good man for signing that contract. 1-year deal. I know I've been getting calls from streamers already. Hey, when's your contract up with Zabrosk? I'm sorry. I already have a clause in there for another additional year above and beyond if things go well. If he gets paid on time, which he has been, Joanne, that's the one thing Joanne does well with that Zabroski file. She's all over it. Ming biggity boo. No, Joanne, I know. She's like, do you think you could tell him about the GoFundMe? Gosh almighty. Anytime I ever have any positive thing to say about Joanne, she's on me about getting the GoFundMe link out there to you guys. I never made a GoFundMe for me. No, not for the show. We just drive toward the sun, and you guys are very kind with your donations. You could now donate your crypto, BB Poo Poo, as well as Bitcoin and others to my Coinbase wallet at, it's like a $sign and it's Mark Pires crypto. But that's for the generous family members that are donating. And they're like, you know what? I'm doing really well in the crypto market. I'm just going to shave off, 1 or 2 Bitcoin for Mark real quick. And, again, we don't take little pieces of Bitcoin, just, full slices. It's just very awkward, I think, for you to try to figure it out, What's the dollar exchange? Just freaking chop one off, you know what I mean? Drop it over. We're good to go. So, yeah, my brother, I think we're going to have to do that act. I think at some point here, maybe in a half hour or so, I'll get the link out and we'll give Axe and I will get on, and anybody else, we'll have a little chat and we'll go with it. I wanted to do something as well. We talked about this briefly yesterday, but I want to try this doing this really weekly, where it's a family event. And when we're in there, we're doing request time where you guys are like, okay, Mark, try this now. And I want to just be able to do some of this live with some people in there. And for the first time ever, experience what it's like to have like an audience, you know what I mean? Like a laughing crowd if there's something funny, or, hey, wow, that song hit me, like, oh, really? Thanks so much. So at the end of the day, I think it's important that we continue to connect like that, and I just think it's a huge part of this show that going forward that we hadn't even done until yesterday. How about that? 1,060 days until we were able to get the family members on. We did that once before, but it was just mods, and we were just talking, the mods were chatting, and I thought about doing something else recently, and I'm not sure about doing this or how to do this yet. I'll have to talk to the mods offline, but I wanted to do another chat with the mods and just discuss everything about the show like we would if we were offline and doing like this private meeting about how to progress with the show and what to do with the show. I don't think that should be private information. I think that the whole family should be involved with that, even though it's mods deciding what's best for the show, the rules, regulations, etc., and maybe ways in order to grow the show. But I don't think that's something that's exclusively for the mods. I think that that's something the entire show should be privy to as well as able to add to. And so I'm thinking that maybe if the mods are down with it, we'll do a Zoom call live and everybody could tune in and we'll just talk about, how the show's going, what we're doing, what I can do to maybe improve what I'm doing. I don't know if it's different things, less content, more content, doubt that. But, it's something in order to get this to be a little more cohesive or whatever, So I think that'll be a cool thing as well for anybody who does watch the show to tune in and be like, yeah, that's pretty cool that you guys are discussing this, that, and another thing. And I do have a thought, here, I'm going to just type it into the comment area. So we'll get into that. And the idea that we can totally together get into idea or concepts and, chat about anything face to face. We haven't done that before. So I'm looking forward to seeing where this takes us. But for now, why don't we get into a song? Zabrosk, you killed it there with the woohoo. I got to tell you, I'm so proud of myself for signing you. You know, there's times in your life where you're like, I can't believe I did that. You know, and mine was when I signed Matt Zabrosk to, you know, the woohoo deal here on Renaissance Man. You know, it was a really nice cold day. It was a cool day. I wouldn't say cold. It was a cool day in early August. And, you know, we're there. We're having a conversation over it. And he said, I'm down. I'm down. That's all it took. You know, when someone tells you they're down, you make it freaking happen. You know what I mean? Anyway, guys, why don't we play this song that dropped today? And I'm very excited about a couple parts. I did something I hadn't done before when I edit these songs down for you. I wound up, after the show, I think it was 2 days ago, I added a guitar part. While we were in the middle of listening back, I was like, I'm going to start layering some of these songs. Because the stuff I don't do any looping with and I'm just singing for you, when we jam out to those things and play them back, I'm either playing a guitar or playing a beat seat and adding more layers to the tune that's there. And sometimes it's like, what? So this one I finally did what I've done many times before and never released on one of the albums. I took that extra guitar part from the second day, looped it on top. So now we're together and there's 2 parts going. So now I have the original vocal, second vocal, which is the same vocal, and then a guitar on that second loop. The thing is, because I'm using like a phone video app, I can't get the audio dead on with the second loop. My first thought was I'm just going to erase the first audio so it just seamlessly goes from me singing to me singing with the guitar. But when I laid that one on top and got it where it was supposed to go, and before I erased the bottom one, the original, I listened to it and it had this little delay to it. And I was like, ooh. So what you're going to hear here is this little delay in certain parts of the song where I added the secondary same layer but with the guitar in there, and the 2 voices together give this really cool effect on what I think is a very, very powerful song on a very, very, very touchy subject in 2021 that most people would never touch without specifically having a pen in hand and writing out the perfect song that doesn't offend people, right? You take on a subject like LGBTQ community and you don't take a pen and paper to write out the perfect song for that community, ooh, buddy, you are in trouble. Well, I live in the moment. I'm not afraid of anything, and I have nothing but love for everybody on this planet. So when someone asks me to write something about the LGBT community, this is what I do. Let me show you. And I hope you like it enough to share it with your world. Remember, guys, we're going to be here all night. So share the friggin' hell out of it. Out of this, out of everything. Let people know we're here for the rest of the night and that we're here every day of the year. Here we go. This is called the LGBTQ Anthem. And it is, if you know anybody who's in the community and they're looking for support, tell them blast this friggin' thing out of their car while they're driving. Right?
This is a real B&H customer story. Steph Mandis came to B&H to take her photography to the next.
Moonlight said, do a song about the LGBT community. We're living in a jaded world. We're looking for a little compassion, some civil action. People wake up, only got a perception in mind. Gotta open your mind. About time you see the world for what it's like. Give people a platform to stand on. Say how they feel, do what they want. They could love whoever makes them smile. That's what makes me smile, and I'm here to see you smile. The LGBTQ, you say you
gotta have some respect for what people got. Their heart out there, showing how they feel, trying to find someone who feels the same way you make your life. Hey, we're here, we should have the same opportunity to come to the gold, the moments that make us all feel whole, yeah. So give your love for BGTQ. Oh, you gotta say it's about expressing yourself in 21, 22, yeah. Going forward, gotta put it on the line. So if you got a problem with someone seeking your mind, if you got a problem with someone loving someone of the other kind, you gotta get in line with your complaints. No one wants to hear a thing. It's 2021, yeah. Time for you to open up your mind. Sign of times, yeah. Time to rewind. Oh, I'm talking about LGBTQ, yeah. I said, gotta have love for everybody, yes you do. Just put out the fires, yeah, let's come together. Let's put out the fires, yeah, let's come together. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All together. Whoever makes you smile, I want you to be with. Whoever makes you feel loved, that's who you should love. Yeah, 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 yeah.
You booked a cozy
I
Verbo
will
mountain
stand
cabin
behind
with a
that tune
kitchen where everyone
forevermore as the perfect song for that family. I will absolutely always, if anybody ever has anything negative to say about anything, hello, I'll share that with you. How about that? So I'm gonna play this for you. This is one that's going to be released at 3 o'clock tomorrow. I just finished editing it. How about that? You're seeing this for the first time ever, including with me. I haven't really looked at it yet. So let's see if I have any like edits to make. I don't think so. I think I got it right the first time through, but it's uploaded and it's ready for you to watch tomorrow. I hope you guys will tune in. That is going to be, I think, 3 p.m. as usual. We do our premieres at 3 p.m. You know how it is. KCK 2021. It's uploaded and it's ready for you to watch tomorrow.
What are we doing?
You guys will.
Dr. Weasel Fauch.
Okay. If we can get this figured out over here, let's see. We need to find. Here we go. This right here is the trackaroo. It's called Show Me the Money, just like, you know, we're into right now. We're doing the premiere situation. So, let's get this on the screen for you. Ah, there it is. You know who that is in the background right there. That's Big Money 50 right there. Yeah. Big Money 50 was like, Mark, you gotta use my image. Use that image when you're shooting me when I got my cash all around me. I don't know what he sounds like. Anyway, here we go.
Everything is changing. You see, they want to do away with everything we know. We live in the greatest land where someone who starts with nothing can stand and make something of themselves. You wanna change that? I don't know about you, but I won't start a lemonade stand down 8 years old, left in my driveway. I got the big lemonade, I sell it for $1. I'm puts out his hand and he takes all of my profits after all of these hard-working hours. He says, "What you think this was a capitalism game? No, we've gone straight communism, and if you don't like it, you can go home and cry to your mom and dad." That's how it all started for me. Years old, I got a lesson for all of my life. Things changed at 2021. I want to go out and make a living, go on, make as much as I want, and get the cash register opening up. Yeah, this is about money, 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 and the capitalism, isn't it? Even they want to kill it, yes, they want to kill it. I don't know why they don't let it go. You got crypto, you got all kinds of ways to flow, and if you don't, you gotta go.
Now there's a great example of one where I may have to add that beat seat rock out that I just threw in the background. Yeah. God, 2021. You can hear this still.
Everything is changing. You see, they want to do away with everything we know.
Have you not ordered a beat seat yet, fam and friends? Like Jacqueline and Christine.
Greatest land. With someone who starts with nothing, can stand and make something of themselves.
It's better to see me playing it.
You wanna change that? I don't know about you, but I want.
Should have had it played it.
Standing down, 8 years old, left in my driveway. I got the pink lemonade, I'm selling it for $1. I'm almost sold out.
Oh yeah. That's a good vibe right there. I'm almost sold out.
All of a sudden, this town official drives by. He puts out his hand and he takes all of my profits after all of these hard-working hours. He says, "What you think this was a capitalism game? No, we've gone straight communism, and if you don't like it, you can go home and cry to your mom and dad." That's how it all started for me. Years old, I got a lesson for all of my life. Things changed at 2021. I want to go out and make a living, go on, make as much as I want, and get the cash register opening up. Yeah, this is about money, 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 and the capitalism, isn't it? Even they want to kill it, yes, they want to kill it. I don't know why they don't let it go. You got crypto, you got all kinds of ways to flow, and if you don't, you gotta go.
Bang, biggity boo. Man, I love playing this thing. Nayaka's kicking it with us. I love it. Let me go over and grab our screen so I can see who's on. You know, in a way, this is sometimes even a better way of doing this. We're just listening in and jamming out in the friggin' beat seat. You know what I mean? Jacqueline, it's funny you say that. So I used to have a joke that like I could play any instrument put me in a room with an instrument for 5 minutes, just walk away and come back, and then I'm gonna play you something. You'll be like, "What, dude? You've been playing that forever, right?" And I'm like, "No, just find a couple things that It's weird. Acts gets this, but as soon as you could find enough confidence with anything musically, you can do it confidently, and almost acting like you've been doing it forever. There's a great story of my grandfather when he was, I guess, he was just like me, never took any lessons. He played a bunch of instruments. I thought I had his harmonica, but I cleaned up everything the other day, so it's somewhere in here. I'm sitting on this new cushion for this beat seat, so if you hear me making noises, I realize it sounds like I'm tooting. Oh, maybe we can make some... Guys, so, Joanne. Are you kidding me, Joanne? You're going to do that right here? Renaissance Man, middle of the show? No, that was not your seat, Joanne. We know better than to think that was really your seat. Oh, are you serious? And, coming from a quadruple heart situation, you never want noises like that to come from you, especially when there's a host of a show called Renaissance Man, like 5 to 6 feet away from you. You know what I mean? See? Nayakas knew it. I love it. I'm so happy. You found us through my brother, Brian Stavely. By the way, Nayakas, I love Brian Stavely. He's my brother. And we made a joke here that I wish I can get. I got to talk to him. A few times I'm on his lives and I go into the chat to say hi to everybody. And I've been trying to get his attention on, because he's also our friend on Telegram. And I keep telling him every time I drop one where he's in it, I don't think he watches it because I think he would share it. There's been a bunch of bits where I've put Brian into. I'm trying to get rid of this one background of me. Where is it? Brian comes into the show very often. I'll tell you why. And you're going to appreciate this, because you love Brian and I love Brian. Let me get into it. I just have to freaking get rid of myself over here in the corner of my legs. My top. What are we doing over there with the top? Where is it? Are you kidding me? It's nowhere to be found? What are we doing over here? I can't find it anywhere. I'm looking for it. It doesn't seem to be anywhere in here. Oh, I found it. Good. We got it, guys. We're good to go. So, Nayakas, I just want to share this. And I think I'm saying that Nayakis. I'm not saying it correctly. But anyway, what's your name, your first name? Yes, Brian. We love Brian. So listen to this. This is something you have to share with Brian next time you're in the chat, just so he knows, okay? Many things have happened. Right now we're filming film number 3 of the Renaissance Man show. The first 2 films, Batmark versus Supermark, came out in April. Three's Company, The Breakup Artist, just came out 2 weeks ago. Love for you to watch those. We actually played them 2 nights ago, back to back, 3 nights ago, right before Thanksgiving, 2 nights ago. 5-hour show, but there's 2 movies back to back and some little, I think we did a song as well. I don't know. Anyway, we're working on film number 3, and the reason why Back to the Future Mark has become film number 3 is because I wrote its theme song already and released it yesterday. It came out on Thanksgiving. It's called Back to the Future Mark, the theme. We may play it at some point here. But when you write a theme song, you got to go with that's the next movie. So we have it. We have to get, and we have most of the stuff. We've already filmed 10 Back to the Future Mark episodes. And I'm almost thinking, do you guys want to be part of a Back to the Future Mark episode tonight? Another thought I had was doing this Zoom thing where I'm Back to the Future, I'm Future Mark, and you guys are on a Zoom call with Future Mark, and that's part of the movie. You guys want to be in the movie? I'm going to call you Shelly. That's awesome. Oh, no, wait, hold on. Okay, so you want to be Michelle Marie. I'm going to call you MM. I'm going to call you a double M. We got a double M situation. No, it's Michelle Marie, but my mom calls me Shelly. Drives me insane because I'm not that nice. But God bless her soul. You are awesome. My brother Cody in the house. Bang, biggity boo. Cody, I got to tell you, it was a great conversation yesterday, and thank you for opening up your heart. It meant the world to me. And, actually, I had to play that, that moment to my wife, today, as well as I think that was really the only moment. She's hard to get her attention for long with the 3 kids. We're like, we're dealing with a lot during the day. But I just had to play that for her, the conversation and the nice words you had to say. And it's amazing how stuff like that it's good for her to hear that too. Because she's like, does anybody even care about what you're doing? Sometimes she'll be like, does anybody care about what you're doing over there? Like, and she's like, I know you're feeling good about it and, keep doing it because but at the end of the day, she's got the more of a mentality like others do, which is to focus on her family. She doesn't necessarily need to spend any of her energy on anybody outside of the group of people in her life. And I get that. And I was talking to her about it, recently. And the idea was, she's like, it's noble, I guess, to want to help more than your core. But she's like, and it's a beautiful thing because she's looking at it like every moment is special and I want to spend it with my core, with the people in my life. You know what I mean? Family, her parents and sister family and my kids and me. And then, that's the focus. There's nothing else important, some friends, for me, for example, to want to go out and help others. And, that's outside the core, the people I don't know, is almost, it's alien to most people, including my wife, because most people focus on what's important, the core, I see the world as it's in dire straits. And, that's why I find it most interesting where we are in our journey, because it's more of an issue of where we are with mankind. And this is the reason why I think it's such a struggle uphill. Because this is a journey and an issue with mankind that we are faced with. And, something like trying to help a world in stress or distress is going to be difficult because it's only in distress because the people aren't getting the right messages. And the people in charge are very much in control of keeping it that way. And so it's important to understand that every day we need to stay above water, keep our head above water. So that's what we do here every day on the show. So I want to share something with Neakis because she needs to know about this. So Neakis, I am Future Mark. I'm from the year 2769. All right, I've been and seen it all. All right, just for a little overview, because you may have been like, I wasn't there that day on Renaissance Man. I was Michelangelo, painted the Sistine freaking Chapel. I was Leonardo da Vinci. I did the Mona Lisa. I told people, everybody knows I had to murder in order to get that red that for Mona Lisa's, and the lips, the color. You can't make, they didn't have that. I think you got to murder someone to get that red and work it in, So that was where, and we keep moving forward. I was Abraham Mark Lincoln, the Emancipation Proclamation of 1863. I did it. Slavery no more. You're welcome. And then, of course, being, doing the Michelangelo thing was very important, but what happens is this, and this is where Brian Staveley comes in, and I don't know if you realize this. Brian has been walking around telling people about the Mandela effect. He's got it wrong. I mean, not in theory, like it's there, sort of. But he's been Mandela in a way, right? Because I was Nelson Mandela. So he's been Mark Della, really? I was there doing the speech. No more apartheid. You can't kill, Mark Della. And then, all of a sudden, people don't remember it, and they're like, oh, Mandela, freaking A. He stole it. They stole everything from me. They stole it all from me. Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. Some of my best work. You guys are loving the songs I'm writing right now. What about when I was Mozart? And that time I did the Fur-Elise as Mark Toven, and they steal it from me and give it to that hack, Beethoven? You gotta be kidding me. Acts knows what I'm talking about. You're gonna steal my work and give it to freaking Beethoven? Hack! Mark Toven. And then, of course, everybody's Mark Dellid, so they have no idea about it. They're like, oh, I remember Beethoven. Everybody remembers Mozart. They remember Beethoven. They remember Abraham Lincoln. No, I know, Joanne. Joanne still remembers Abraham as well. That's the problem, Joanne. You were Mark Dellid as well. It was Abramark. And then they Mark Dellid me. And they're like, you know what? We got to go biblical and go back to Abraham from the Bible. And I'm like, you freaking idiots. You were Mark Dellid on that too. I was Abramark then as well. That was, of course, before I climbed up the friggin', I went up to Mount Sinai doing it, and I'm looking at that burning bush, and they're like, Marxists, we need you to do the Ten Commandments situation. I told you I had to do it in Aramaic. That was no fun. The friggin' letter structure in Aramaic and the dots. They gave me the two worst rocks to make it with. One of them had a point. The other one was like a nubby rock, and like it kept hitting my hand on it. It became steel at the bottom. I said, you think that God would be able to be like, here you go, Marxist, take the friggin' commandments down and do it. You get up in front of the people and you tell them my words. No. Grab those friggin' rocks over there, Marxist. Thou shalt not. In Aramaic. 784 words just for thou. Oh, thou shalt not? Okay. Mark Dellid. When I parted the friggin' Red Sea, right? Brought my people through. We're there. Did it, right? Oh, Marxist, you're amazing. Yeah, only to be Mark Dellid.
Yeah, no, it was Moses.
Moses? Are you kidding me? That hack? It just doesn't make sense, when you're doing it. Traveling the globe. Ferdinand Mark-Jellin. When you're doing it, the Mark-Jellin situation, and as you get to like Greenland, as you're passing it, as you're seeing people on the coast and they're going, and they had like spears ready to shoot them at Mark-Jellin, and you just kind of like wave them off. Hey, we're just doing it around the world, or we'll see you guys maybe next time around doing a Mark-Jellin situation. I had like a DJ on board. Yeah, they used to play like sticks on the side of the boat. I'd be like, we're doing a world tour up here in Greenland. I'm going to keep on going because that guy's crazy as hell, man. He's got a freaking spear in his hand. He's going to throw it at me. I'm like, yo, I'm Mark Jellin. See you later, B. And that's it. I'm out. You know what I mean? Not going doing that one. They stole that from me and gave it to friggin' Magellan. The worst skipper I ever met, I'm like, are you kidding me? You can give it to friggin' to Magellan? Ferdinand Magellan, I get it because the name was close enough, but like when Mark Jellin's out there and he's dodging spears from the Greenland, indigenous people, you don't steal it and give it to freaking Magellan. I'm just saying, that one I had a problem with. It's just not, my thing. A lot of people have this conspiracy theory thing as well with, Abraham Lincoln and the Emancipation Proclamation in 1863 when slavery, no more. They're like, wow, there's this really weird connection between Abraham and Mark Gerald Kennedy. And when you're thinking about it, Abraham and John Mark Gerald, there's a lot connected. 1863, 1963, both shot. Ford Theater. Someone drove a Ford and took, Mark Gerald out. Ask not what your country could do for you. What you could do for your country. I did it, I told my wife that night, I was like, look, I don't feel like going to Dealey Plaza. Oh my goodness. Oh, Nayakas, I hope you get it. This is a comedy show, and the idea is that anything as silly as my name being connected to every person in history could be a hilarious bit. And so that's what we work with. And I just like the idea of Mark Jellin and the idea of Nelson Mandela. I think that's just freaking hilarious. And I really have seen some crazy, crazy stuff when it comes to the real Mandela effect that just are totally in unison with everything that Brian sees. But I think the idea, the concept of Mark Della is hilarious. It's just like the concept of Abraham Mark Lincoln. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I don't know about that. Holy cow. So everybody, why is everybody in such a weird mood in the chat? Yeah, I think you have to either get the show or it's not for you in general, because we make comedy in the moment here, and especially that is always going to be a hilarious bit, the concept of all those people and being a future Mark and asking questions. That's the thing we're going to do at some point too, is the question and answer. I think we have so many of those. I actually have an episode, it was an hour long, that I never dropped, and that I wish I had not erased from my phone. All I had to do was add the little pictures we put in there every time we say someone, you know, like the time I was Markola Tesla, you know, and I did it. Markola. You know, that was one of my finest moments when I figured out how to just deal with the electricity situation. That was what we were doing. At the end of the day, Markola Tesla. I didn't get any credit either for the car. No, they're like, we're going to use his name. Some people thought I was from Venus. Maybe. I don't want to give that secret out. You know, you do that and all of a sudden everybody's like, up in arms. You know, I get it. We don't want an up in arms situation. You know, we want to keep it clean here. Keeping it clean, Renaissance Man Show. I mean, what else do we have? I want to play you guys something here and grab a little nibble. I need something to eat. I want to play, this one was in my head today, and I want to say we got to get this friggin' song to pound out around the world. This is the day we were being bottlenecked off of YouTube. And it's called Rock the Kibosh. Christine Seidman said, you know, Mark, you should write a song about being buffered.
If you want to eat healthy and feel your best.
So I wrote this in the moment. I hope you enjoy it. It's going to be on the next album, coming out in 4 days.
Check off your gift list early during Kohl's Black Friday Super Deals. Earn $15 Kohl's Cash for every
Friday night, just trying to go live, but YouTube is bottlenecking me again. Yeah, trying to set me on my way for the night's even getting going. But we're gonna fight back. Got TikTok involved now, yeah. Gather round, fam, follow you, 'cause I'm live every day writing songs for you. Yeah, in the moment, yeah, that's how we do. We take it and we find something, bring it to the surface and make it something that you can feel deep down in your soul. That's all we do is we roll into the day, into the night, yeah. Try to find our way into an understanding of the world we're living in. But you two pulled it down, yeah. Too much truth, but there is, yeah. They can't have it out there, no. Got a couple hundred eyes on it, too much. Can't have the truth out there. Gotta fill it out with misinformation, you see, yeah. Get it from the CDC, yeah. You can tune in to any news platform, the fake news, National Enquirer media, yeah. You know they're the real virus, yeah. And I keep screaming it out from a mountain. You can hear it echo far. Yeah, but you choose pulling me down. Yeah, 25% of my frame's out the window. I don't know what it looks like to you. But I'm going to keep a jamming, yeah. We're buffering, yeah. Buffering, boom, all night, yeah. You can't see a thing, I'm freezing. Every time I'm in the gesture and I come up new line. Yeah, I'm frozen in time, yeah. Bottlenecking, oh, every night. Renaissance man, yeah. It's like their plan is to stop me before we can reach mainland, yeah. I keep rowing, I keep showing up day after day. The sun keeps burning me. I don't care, I'm burned to a crisp, and I keep on rowing. I keep on showing up. They're scratching their heads, they're not trying to understand now. They just keep pushing harder. They keep on pushing me as far down as anyone can go, but I don't care, I still show I'm here to have some fun with you, because this world is dying. How so do you want to let it die? Do you get on board with your two men? All this peddling over there, the propaganda, yeah, but they don't want you to understand the truth, no. I swear it's just me and you, yeah. We're on a desolate island, and no one can find us, yeah. And we need to find a way out of here. Limited on food, limited on supplies. I wipe my eyes, the tears are pouring down now. I don't know if I will make it through the night. All because you two bottlenecked my show that night. Oh man, do I have gratitude for being able to write songs like that in the second. God almighty. This one right here happened. We wrote about 8 songs in one night 2 weeks ago on TikTok. I was booted off TikTok 3 nights ago for speaking too much truth. I can't say the truth. If you speak the truth, you are the enemy. You are evil. It's the weirdest world that we live in currently, but we live there. So, I'm playing you this one right here. It's called Make It Happen. So, push
if you
share,
want to eat healthy and feel
and let's
your
get some people here to join us. We're still here for another hour or two. Let's rock.
You probably know me if you know me at all.
I'd rather listen to this yo-yo. Late night settling, gonna find yourself tonight. People talk all they want, but they won't look inside. You see, the answers come to those that live here. And if you are one who's living in the past, you're never gonna last. Yet your mind can't handle all the stress. You gotta break away. Find the moment with me. You find the moment, it's every second you see. You close your eyes and you missed it, and you're hoping that you'll come back to center, and you'll come back to get to what you got. Your mentality is changing, and you have to shake it up before it's too late, before you can't choose again. So get up and go, and don't spend the last minutes you got thinking about the things you did or you're gonna do. Just do. Get up and go, make it happen. Yeah. You gotta get up and make it happen. Yeah. Before it's too late, you got to get up and go and make it happen. We keep digging in. Take this second and make the most of it. Writing song after song in a minute. You come up with it all off the top. Mic drop at the end of every song. Going on and on. Hiding behind the wall and no coming out until everyone wonder where I'm at. You can't hold a good man back, no. Try and stand to make a bad right. You can't come along, no, and miss it all. Get up and go, make it happen. Can't stay the same, not in this game. No, you gotta get out and play it every day. See, the world is too afraid to get up and put themselves on the line. Vulnerability died. I'm not sure when, but I'm bringing it back. Take a moment, flip a coin, heads or tails. I'm not sure if I win, if I fail. I don't care, but I'm gonna go. I'm gonna make something of the second here. You know I'm not gonna let it fall clear from my perception. No, I can't question anything that's coming to me in this moment. Yeah, I'm just gonna own it and share it with you. It's what we do every day. 1,053 days in a row. It's the Renaissance Man Show. YouTube, Rumble, is where you go. That's how we play every day of the year. Yeah, 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 yeah. Time has come, the time will go. It's up to you what you do with that time you get. Better make the most of it. Sitting there thinking about all the times you had to do a thing and you didn't. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You got to make it happen. Yeah, got to go out and do it. Make it happen. No matter you get it, you fall on your face, you got to pull to make it happen, yeah. Get up and go, make it happen. Get up and go and make it happen. Throw in that pick. When you write a new song in the moment, you throw a pick. That's what we do here in the Renaissance Man Show. We write songs every night. There are 130 songs on iTunes right now from just this year, and in 3 days, you're going to have my newest album. That means there will be 143 songs just from this year released. 143. I love you. How cool is that? Didn't intend to that. Just happened naturally when we decided to release an album a month.
When you want quality, reliability, and innovative design from your drum gear.
No matter how hard you try. Another diggin' tune. Deborah, thank you. Modoc, thank you. You guys are awesome. And Cody, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Let's get into this pup. This right here.